Brock Lesnar just destroyed Bron Breakker. Are you kidding me? The Beast incarnate just ambushed one of WWE's brightest stars backstage after Saturday night's main event. This wasn't a match. This wasn't a confrontation. This was a straight-up assault. I am furious. Bron Breakker has already been through enough. The man was already dealing with being attacked before, and now Brock Lesnar decides to add insult to injury. This is unacceptable. This is cowardly. And yes, I said it, Brock Lesnar is a coward for this attack. Comment right now if you're as angry as I am. Share this video because the entire wrestling world needs to see what just happened. Brock Lesnar just crossed a line that he can never come back from. This is absolutely disgusting. But before we break down this absolute catastrophe, if you want the most honest, unfiltered wrestling content on YouTube, you need to subscribe to Ring Rumble 1 right now. We don't play favorites. We don't protect anyone. We tell you the truth, no matter how ugly it gets. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the most passionate wrestling community online. Smash that notification bell because when breaking news like this happens, you need to be the first to know. We're not just another wrestling channel, we're your voice in the WWE universe. Now let's talk about this brutal attack. Let me paint the picture for those who missed Saturday night's main event. The show had just ended. Bron Breakker was backstage, probably still processing everything that had happened during the night. He's walking through the corridor, minding his own business, when out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar charges at him like a raging bull. No warning, no challenge, no face-to-face confrontation. Just pure, unfiltered violence. Brock grabbed Bron and launched him into the production equipment. The sound was sickening. Then he picked him up and delivered an F5 right there on the concrete floor. Not on a mat, not in a ring, on concrete. And he didn't stop there. He continued the assault, throwing Bron around like a ragdoll, destroying everything in sight. Security tried to intervene. Road agents tried to pull Brock away. But you know Brock Lesnar, when he's in beast mode, nobody can stop him. It took what looked like a dozen people to finally restrain him. And even then, you could see in his eyes that he wanted to do more damage. This was personal. This was vicious. This was absolutely uncalled for. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, but it's Brock Lesnar. That's what he does. He's the beast. He's supposed to be destructive. No. Stop right there. There's a difference between being an intimidating competitor and being a straight-up bully who attacks people backstage. Brock Lesnar has been in WWE for over 2 decades. He's a former UFC heavyweight champion. He's a multi-time WWE champion. He's a legend. And this is how he conducts himself. By ambushing someone backstage. By attacking a rising star who hasn't done anything to him. It's pathetic. It's the behavior of someone who's threatened. Someone who sees the future coming and is desperate to hold on to the past. Let's talk about Bron Breakker for a second because this young man has been through absolute hell. First, he was attacked mysteriously, robbed of his Royal Rumble opportunity. He comes in, he had to deal with the revelation of who attacked him, and disappears for months. The man has been fighting just to get back on track. Is out there every single week grinding. Now he has to deal with Bron incredible matches, building his legacy the right way. Deserve this. And Brock can't stand absolutely nothing. He can't stand that someone is building the kind of momentum that he used to have. His only crime is being the future of WWE. So what does he do? His only crime is representing like everything that guys like Brock Lesnar are afraid of. Fanboys flood the comments defending him. Let me address you directly. Brock Lesnar hasn't been relevant in years. I don't care about Brock's accomplishments. When was the last time Brock had a truly memorable moment that didn't involve him just showing up, whatever nickname he's using this and leaving? What he did was wrong. Maybe 10 dates a year. End of story. There's no justification for this. None. If Brock had a problem with Bron, he should have challenged him to a match. He should have looked him in the eye and told him he wanted to fight. But no. Instead, he blindsided him backstage where Bron had no chance to defend himself. That's not the behavior of a beast. That's the behavior of a bully. And I am sick and tired of WWE enabling this kind of behavior from part-time performers who think they can do whatever they want just because they're special attractions. You want to know what really makes me angry about this situation? Where was WWE security? Where was management? How does Brock Lesnar get clearance to even be backstage after the show if he's not scheduled to appear? If I'm Triple H, I'm furious right now. I'm calling Brock into my office immediately and demanding answers. Better yet, I'm suspending him indefinitely. I'm fining him everything he made from his last appearance. And I'm making it crystal clear that this kind of behavior will not be tolerated. But that's not going to happen, is it? Because Brock is, box office. Because Brock, draws money. So WWE will probably slap him on the wrist, maybe make him do a scripted apology, and then book him in a match at WrestleMania where he'll probably win because heaven forbid we let the future actually beat the past. I am so tired of this pattern. Every single time a young star starts getting momentum, some legend comes back and destroys them. It happened with Bray Wyatt and John Cena. It happened with countless other rising stars. And now it's happening to Bron Breakker. When does it end? When does WWE finally decide to protect their future instead of constantly sacrificing them at the altar of nostalgia? Let's talk about what this means for Bron Breakker's career. This young man was on the verge of breaking through to that next level. He was getting the crowd reactions. He was having incredible matches. He was building the kind of momentum that leads to championship reigns and WrestleMania main events. And now he's been brutally attacked again. Now he has to recover from injuries that could have been avoided if WWE had proper security. Now he has to deal with the mental and physical trauma of being F5 feet deep on concrete. Do you know how dangerous that is? Concrete doesn't give like a wrestling mat. There's no padding. One wrong move and Bron could have suffered a career-ending injury. A life-altering injury. And for what? To make Brock Lesnar look strong. To set up another match where Brock will dominate and probably win. It makes me sick. And you know what Brock is going to say when he finally addresses this? He's going to smirk and say something like, in the ring, I'm Brock Lesnar, celebrating a victory or cutting a promo with Paul Heyman. Or he'll let Paul Heyman cut some long-winded promo trying to justify the crowd explodes. Brock probably claim Bron, boom, disrespected. Bron spears Brock him so hard that Brock leaves an imprint in the mat. Sending a message to the locker room. Bron just unleashes everything. All of years of pent-up aggression. There's no justification for what Brock did. Of being held back by legends who won't move aside. I want to see Brock punished for this attack. That's what would make this storyline worth it. I want to see Bron Breakker get his revenge. Give us that moment. Not in 6 months. Or will they protect Brock at all costs and have him destroy Bron in their eventual match? He should hunt Brock down and return the favor. It'll be the latter. And that's what makes me so frustrated. WWE has a chance here to create a new star. They have a chance to let Bron Breakker be the young lion who conquered the beast. But they'll probably waste it. Let me ask you something, and I want honest answers in the comments. When was the last time a young star definitively beat a legend in WWE and actually benefited from it long-term? It rarely happens. Usually, the legend wins, or if the young star wins, WWE doesn't follow through with the push. They treat it like a fluke instead of a passing of the torch. And I'm terrified that's what's going to happen with Bron. Bron Breakker should be WWE champion by the end of this year. He should be main eventing pay-per-views. He should be the face of the company. But instead, he's being used as a punching bag for part-timers who show up whenever they feel like it. And the worst part is that fans will probably cheer Brock when he comes out next week. They'll pop for his music. They'll chant his name. They'll completely forget about what he did to Bron because Brock is cool, and Brock is a badass. Well, let me tell you something, attacking someone from behind doesn't make you a badass. It makes you a coward. And I don't care how many German suplexes you can do or how intimidating you look. What Brock did was cowardly. Period. This backstage attack might be one of the most infuriating moments in recent WWE memory. Brock Lesnar just showed his true colors. He showed that he's not the beast incarnate, he's a bully who can't stand the fact that his time is running out. Bron Breakker deserves better than this. He deserves the chance to build his career without being used as a stepping stone for legends who should be helping build the future, not destroying it. I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, are you as angry about this attack as I am? Do you think Brock Lesnar has gone too far? What should WWE do to punish Brock? And most importantly, do you think Bron will ever get proper revenge for this assault? Share this video everywhere. Let's make sure WWE knows that we're not okay with this. That we're tired of seeing rising stars destroyed by part-timers. Hit that like button if you're Team Bron Breakker. And subscribe to Ring Rumble 1 for more honest wrestling analysis. We're the voice of the fans who are sick of the status quo. We're the channel that's not afraid to call out BS when we see it. And what happened to Bron Breakker is the biggest BS we've seen in a long time. This is Ring Rumble 1, and we'll see you in the next one, where we'll continue to fight for the future of wrestling.